Today we are doing 10 fantastic tips for Carnival cruisers. We're focusing in on new cruisers, so if you have never cruised before or it's been a long time since you cruised, this here is the video for you. Welcome everyone to Pier Runners. My name is Trevor Shelby and I upload daily-ish Carnival related content. This includes Carnival news, tips, tricks, hacks, my own personal travel vlog. So if you want to stay informed on what's going on in the cruising world or see my random travels, you are in the right place. I am also the co-host of one of the greatest podcasts in the world that can be found wherever podcasts can be found. It's called Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We talk about tips, tricks, the ins and outs of Carnival cruising, and so much more. Definitely check it out if you're wanting some very random stories and just general good time. That's what we have. But like I said, today we're doing 10 amazing tips for new cruisers. So if you are a new cruiser and you're just ready to go on one of the fun ships, you are in the right place. Most of these are like really basic tips, but I kind of wanted to do kind of a deep dive on them. That way you new cruisers can maximize your fun. Now my first tip is look into getting a personal vacation planner through Carnival, or get an independent travel advisor who works with Carnival. If you book a cruise through the Carnival website and just use their hotline for any problems, you can be waiting for hours just to get one simple question answered. Get a PVP or a TA. They will give you a direct phone number which you can call and get a hold of them almost right away. Most of them have, if they don't answer, it's going to go to a voicemail that they will return your call very quickly. You can do this by going to the Carnival website and requesting a personal vacation planner. It's right there on the front page. But if you already have an awesome PVP or a travel agent, or you are a personal vacation planner or a travel agent, help out our new friends here and post your contact information down below. That way they can get a hold of you and set up their next cruise. My second tip is take your booking information and add it to your Carnival account. There will be instructions on how to do this in your booking email. So when you book it, you get an email. It's got your booking number and all that, and it's going to explain how to add that to your account. This is going to open your account where you can see all the stuff about your cruise. You can see excursions, you can see drink packages, you'll see spa services, dining reservations, everything. So I highly recommend take a look at everything and make sure you read everything, especially reviews when it comes to excursions. Tip number 3 is going to be the Cheers package. The Cheers drink package is absolutely amazing. It's basically you prepaying for your adult beverages, your energy drinks, sodas, and specialty coffee. So you won't have to worry about them charging you because, well, you've already paid it. You're charged a per day charge for the number of days that you use the package on the cruise. You can have a maximum of 15 alcoholic drinks in a day, and then you can have unlimited other drinks. With this package, you have already prepaid the gratuities, which is shared with the bar staff. You can always add extra if you want. Everyone in your room who is over the age of 21 will have to purchase the drink package. So if it's you and your spouse, both of you will need to make that purchase if you're both over the age of 21. A link to more information about this package can be found on tip number 3 in the description below. Tip number 4, read the Have Fun, Be Safe protocols on the Carnival website. They're your guide to everything you need to know of what you need to do before you go on your cruise. I'm not going to go into too much detail here because these protocols are ever changing, and I want this video to kind of represent most of 2022. But there are a few things that you're going to have to do before you go on your Carnival vacation. You may have to go get tested for COVID. You might have to wear a mask at certain ports. You may need to get travel insurance. The Have Fun, Be Safe protocols also go into detail about youth services, the casino, shoreside experiences, everything you're going to need to know about what's affected because of COVID-19. A link to the Have Fun, Be Safe protocols are linked below, so make sure you go there and check them out. Now, number 5 I have mentioned before, and that is go to your Facebook page for your cruise. All you have to do is go to Facebook, type in the search, put in the ship that you're going to be on, and put in the date that your cruise is going to start. You'll probably find a group for that cruise, and that's where you're going to get to know some of your shipmates. And a lot of times they're planning all kinds of activities and things, so definitely go there, check it out. It's really nice to kind of get to know everybody before you go, especially if you're wanting to meet new people and make some new friends. I've made so many friends on all kinds of cruises. I highly, highly recommend it. Tip number 6 is transportation to the cruise terminal. So if you're driving to your cruise, then you're going to need to look into where you're going to park your car for the week. You can't just park it anywhere. There are several lots that you're going to be able to choose from. I highly recommend a nice, secure lot, something that's going to protect your car. Now, if you're flying in, then you're going to need to look into transportation to the cruise terminal. Carnival does offer buses that go from the airport to the cruise terminals, so that might be something you need to look into. You might also go on Uber, so you might find out what an average cost that goes from the airport to the cruise terminal. And also remember, when you get off the ship, you're going to need a way back. So make sure you look into that as well. Now, I want to take this moment to say, if you have any questions, definitely pop your questions down below. I will be answering everyone's question as they come up. I will get to them as quickly as possible. Now, here's a little tip. If you are a subscriber, I will actually get to your question even faster. That's how that works, right? So make sure you like the video, subscribe, ask your questions below, and I will happily answer every question you have. Tip number 7 is going to be make sure you download the Hub app before you get on board the ship. The Carnival Hub app can be found on your app store for just about any phone, and it's something that you're going to need while you're on board. The Hub app is where you're going to book reservations. It's going to be where you look at menus. It's going to have ship maps. It's going to have so much information that you're going to need it. Now, they used to give you a paper fun times back in the day, but now, more than likely, your fun times and everything else is going to go through your phone. So before you get on board, download the Hub app, and when you get on board, you'll be able to put in your folio number and all that stuff. Get in. It's going to be amazing, and you're going to have a fantastic time. Tip number 8 is if you're a smoker, make sure you read the tobacco and marijuana smoking policy. I'm going to post that down below, so make sure you go down there and check it out if you are a smoker. There are designated areas for smoking cigarettes and vaping. So you want to make sure you're not smoking in your cabin or vaping in your cabin. There could be very large charges that you'll receive for doing this. So I highly, highly recommend checking this out. There's only few indoor spaces that you can actually smoke. And there's also some outside areas where you can smoke as well. Now, my tip number 9 is learn a little bit or everything about your ship. Some people like to be surprised when they're going on a cruise, so they won't look up anything about the ship that they're going on. Other people like to take just deep dives on their ship, and I recommend getting to know your ship at least a little bit. If you don't want to be spoiled too much, go on the Carnival website and you can flip through and see what restaurants are available. And that way you can kind of get an idea of things that you want to do. So, places you want to eat, or you could see if they have an IMAX theater, or all kinds of stuff. Not every ship is the same. Also, if you go onto YouTube, you can find so many like walkthrough videos where people are just holding a camera and they walk around the decks, and you can kind of get an idea of the layout of the ship that way. They will also go through and show the different venues of the ship, and so that's pretty cool as well. Just make sure it's a video that's recent, because these ships do go into dry dock. They do get a lot of changes to them done, so you might want to make sure it's not a 5 or 10-year-old video. Now, my tip number 10 is going to be have fun and make new friends. This is a perfect place for you to kind of get out of your box and meet some nice people. I've made so many friends over the years cruising, and I think that it's amazing that these are people that I would have never met otherwise, that now we have become Facebook friends for 10, 12 years. It's so amazing. I highly recommend stepping out of your comfort zone, just having a good time. I've said it so many times, and I'm going to say it again. If you are a fuddy-duddy, you're going to have a fuddy-duddy cruise. If you go there to have fun, you are going to have so much fun. I'm very excited for you blue cards. I was there once. I imagined so many fantastic things for my first cruise, and it blew my mind when I went. And so I'm very excited for you guys. So if this is your first cruise and you've made it to this part of the video, pop down below, put a comment, tell me when your first cruise is going out, so we can celebrate together. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. I enjoy making these videos, and I'm going to be making so many more. So make sure you subscribe. That way, when we have new episodes, you will be the first to know. My name is Trevor, and most importantly, know that you matter, you are significant, and you are loved. I'll see you all next time. See ya.